Hello and welcome to another story. I've just sat down to tell this story and one of the neighbour's dogs has started to bark, so apologise for that. It's just what dogs do. This story is centres more around one sentence that somebody said to me in 1968. I was at school and I was 15 years old, and I was walking in front of the school offices with a friend going to the library, to the school library. And the English teacher beckoned me towards him. And I thought, oh dear. So I approached him and he said this one sentence that has stuck with me all of my life. He said, "You have been touched by the hand of God." And then he went like that, as though to say, get on your way. I felt embarrassed. I felt uneasy. I didn't know what it meant. He didn't say anything else. That's all. You have been touched by the hand of God. So I went back to my friend and he said, what did he want? I made something up. I can't remember what I said, but something like, he told me to tuck my shirt in or clean my shoes or bring my homework. I don't know what I said, but I didn't tell him what had actually happened. I didn't mention this to anybody for a long, long time. But I also couldn't forget it for a long time, and I still haven't forgotten it today. I started to think what it could mean, being touched by the hand of God. It sounds a wonderful thing. And looking back now, over the years, I think that teacher was right. I think I have been touched by the hand of God. And I say that because I've had a wonderful life. I was brought up in a loving family, grandparents, great-grandma, plenty of other relatives, always had holidays, always had friends. When I left school, I always had work and good work colleagues. Always had relatively good health. A few things have gone wrong with me, as everybody, but I'm still here. So perhaps the teacher was right, but I thought a little bit deeper than the initial things of good family and good health, and looked back over my life and the life of my parents and grandparents. My great-granddad, no, let me just rephrase that. All of my life and my parents' life and my grandparents' life, there's been a family association with church and therefore with God. My granddad was a local preacher in the 1940s and 1950s. My parents were local preachers in the 1950s, 1960s, and my mother continued into the 70s. And now, to this present day, my brother is a local preacher. So we've always had an association, an awareness of God and of church. And therefore, God has always been in my life, whether whether on occasions I've been aware of it or not. He's been there. And to repeat what the teacher said, you have been touched by the hand of God. To a 15-year-old schoolboy, it sounds quite frightening and quite daunting. But to a man of my age, it feels very comforting. It's whatever it is, 50 or 60 years ago. And that teacher said those words to me in 1968. I still think about them today. I sometimes tell people about them, and today I'm revealing them to anyone who is listening. And it would be interesting if anybody who is listening would like to leave a comment if they've ever been told something similar or felt something similar in their lives, whether you are 15 or 55 or 85. It's a strange thing to be told, but on reflection it was a wonderful thing to be told. And I think now, after all these years, I'm beginning to realise what that teacher said to me, what those words meant, and I'm very thankful. Thank you. Is that
Good.
yeah, it's come out. Didn't stumble or stall at all. Thank God.
How was the dog?